Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome to PNDC online lecture room. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 16, hydrocarbons, and the topic of my discussion is reactions of alkene. First reaction of alkene is starting from hydrogenation, means addition of hydrogen. Ethene plus hydrogen in the presence of nickel acting as a catalyst at a temperature of 200 to 250 degrees centigrade forming ethane, or the alternative catalyst is platinum or palladium at 25 degrees centigrade. In the second reaction, propene is reacted with hydrogen in the same condition of temperature and pressure gives propane. And here vegetable oil upon hydrogenation in the presence of nickel catalyst is changed into vegetable ghee. The hydrogenation of alkene is industrially used for the conversion of vegetable oil into vegetable ghee. Alkene readily react with hydrogen to form alkenes in the presence of catalysts such as nickel, platinum or palladium. It has already been discussed. Second reaction of alkene is hydrohalogenation, means addition of halogen acid HX. Alkene react with halogen acid, i.e. HCl, HBr or HI to form alkyl halides. The reaction is mentioned: ethene plus HBr change into ethyl bromide. The order of reactivity of halogen acid is HI is more reactive than HBr, which in turn is more reactive than HCl, and HCl in turn is more reactive than HF. When the alkene is symmetrical, the product form is same, no matter which way HX becomes attached to alkene. But if the alkene is unsymmetrical, two different isomeric products are possible. For example, propene can react with HBr in the following two ways. In the upper reaction, see the product, it is 2-bromopropane, while in the below product, it is 1-bromopropane. So these two are the isomeric product which are possible. If we see the mechanism, however, experimentally it has been found that 2-bromopropane is the major product. In fact, this is in accordance with the Markovnikov's rule, which state that when an unsymmetrical or polar reagent is added to an unsymmetrical alkene, the positive part of reagent attaches itself to that carbon involved in the double bond holding greater number of hydrogen atom. Now come to hydration, addition of water. Here, in addition of water, H2SO4 is acting as a catalyst. In first case, alkene react with sulfuric acid to produce alkyl hydrogen sulfate, which on hydrolysis give alcohol at a temperature of 100 degrees centigrade. First, the acidic proton of H2SO4 react with the double bond of alkene, and the intermediate product ethyl hydrogen sulfate is formed. This ethyl hydrogen sulfate, upon addition of water at 100 degrees centigrade, gives ethyl alcohol, and H2SO4 is released because it is acting only as a catalyst. The overall result of the above reaction appears to be the addition of water to the double bond. In the case of unsymmetrical alkenes, Markovnikov rule, the reaction follows if alkene is unsymmetrical. Next reaction is halogenation or addition of halogens. Alkene react with halogens, i.e. chlorine or bromine, in the presence of an inert solvent CCl4 carbon tetrachloride to form dihaloalkanes, which is commonly known as vicinal dihalide. See, this is bromine molecule. So the pi electrons of alkene interact with the lone pair of bromine, causes a kind of polarization in which one bromine is getting positive charge and another is getting negative charge. So this positive bromine, which is acting as electrophile, attack on pi electron of carbon-carbon double bond, which results in the formation of cyclic halonium ion. Finally, this cyclic bromonium or halonium ion is treated with bromide ion, which results in the formation of vicinal dibromide. The bromination of alkenes provide a useful test for the presence of double bonds in the molecules. The color of bromine rapidly discharges. As the colorless dibromo compound is formed, the order of reactivity of various halogen acid with alkenes is: fluorine is more reactive towards double bond than chlorine, chlorine is more reactive than bromine, and bromine is more reactive than iodine. Now comes to halohydration, addition of hypohalous acid. Alkene react with hypohalous acid HOX to form halohydrines. Halohydrines are the organic compounds having hydroxyl group and halogen at adjacent carbon atom. The Markovnikov rule is followed in the case of unsymmetrical alkene. As the mentioned alkene is propene, which is unsymmetrical, so in this case strictly Markovnikov rule will be followed. The positive chlorine will attack on the carbon-carbon double bond which has greater number of hydrogen. So in the first case, the positive chlorine electrophile attack on CH2 results in the formation of cyclic halonium ion, which upon OH attack is finally changed into halohydrine. Now come to epoxidation, means addition of oxygen to form epoxide. Alkene react with oxygen in the presence of silver, acting as a catalyst at temperature of 300 degrees centigrade to form epoxide. This is the reaction. Here is alkene plus atomic oxygen change into epoxide. The epoxides on acid hydrolysis produces glycols by the following mentioned reactions. The epoxides are very important compounds. They on acid hydrolysis finally change into glycols. Now come to ozonolysis. When ozone O3 is passed through an alkene and an inert solvent, it aids by rupturing the double bonds to form an ozonide. This ozonide, which is ethylene ozonide, is stable one. Before this, an unstable molozonide is formed, and this molozonide upon rearrangement is finally changed into this stable ethylene ozonide. Ozonide, being explosive compounds, cannot be isolated. They on warming with zinc and water undergo cleavage at the position of the double bond to form carbonyl compounds. This is stable ozonides. This is zinc hydrolysis steps. Here, if the cleavage takes place, then two similar carbonyl compounds are formed which are called aldehydes. So these two are formaldehyde formed. Why is 2 moles of formaldehyde are formed? Because the initially taken alkene was basically ethene, which was symmetrical. In case of unsymmetrical alkene, we will get different product. The reaction can be used for locating the position of the double bond in the unknown alkene. Now come to polymerization. The process by which simple molecules, i.e. molecules of low molecular weight, chemically join together to form large molecule with high molecular weight is called polymerization. The simple molecule undergo the process are called monomers and the bigger molecule is called the polymer. Simple alkene, when subjected to high temperature, i.e. 100 degrees centigrade to 300 degrees centigrade and a pressure of 1000 atmosphere to 2000 atmosphere in the presence of a catalyst, forming long chain addition polymers which has a high molecular weight up to 20,000 or more AMU. The reaction, before this ethene there is N, and this N indicate dP, means degree of polymerization. So we have mentioned in this polymerization reaction, then large number of poly or ethenes are joining together. So this value which is present within square bracket multiple of N indicates a kind of polymer. Polyethylene is commercially known as polyethylene and is used as a plastic material in industries. It is used in the manufacturing of buckets, dustbins, carpet packing materials and cable insulation. Now come to important questions. How do you detect the unsaturation in alkene? Question number 2. Starting from alkene, how would you prepare the following compounds? Vicinal dihalides, alcohol, ozonide and epoxide. Now come to important MCQs. Vegetable oil can be converted into vegetable ghee by the process of option A oxidation, option B polymerization, option C chlorination, option D hydrogenation. MCQs number 2. What will be the product form if one propene react with HCl? Option A 1 chloropropane, option B 2 chloropropane, option C isopropyl chloride, option D both B and C. MCQs number 3. Which of the following reaction is used to locate the position of the double bond in alkene? Option A hydrogenation, option B chlorination, option C ozonolysis, option D polymerization. Now, dear student, come to home assignment. Mention the decreasing order of relative stability of carbonium ion. You have to show that which of the carbonium ion is more stable among primary, secondary and tertiary. Thanks.